Chris Furio, Cleveland.com. Hey, Donovan. How difficult is it right now to process that the season is already over?
I can't. We did a lot of special things this year, but, for it to end this way, it doesn't feel right. I'm proud of every one of those guys in this locker room, our coaching staff and everybody, but, they outplayed us. Got to give credit where credit is due. Simple as that.
What's the hardest part right now to process?
For me personally, I don't feel like I was the player I needed to be for this group. That's what's going to keep me up at night is just I've done it all year, you know what I mean? So I just didn't deliver, like I'm expecting myself to and my teammates and everybody expects me to. And like I said, I take that upon myself, man. Like, I got to be better. Got to be better. And, everybody hates when I say that, in the locker room, but it is what it is. Ultimately, I got to be better for my guys, man. And, yeah.
We've talked throughout the season about how this season is one of lessons for a young team. If tonight is the final lesson, if these playoffs are the final lesson, what is the lesson?
Every little thing matters. The little things, the details. I've been saying it all year. There's different things you can point to, different things you can look at, but ultimately it's the little things. You know what I mean? So you kind of have to go through them and experience them. It's unfortunate that that's the way life is. Everybody in this room has had something where they've had to go through it and feel it. And I think that's the case. And doesn't discredit what this group has done all year. I think, obviously we get judged on our playoff success. And I think it takes away what these guys, especially the guys who haven't been to the playoffs, have accomplished, whether it's Evan, Darius, Isaac, Lamar, I don't know who else. I think those are it. But, Dean, sorry, Dino. I think that's the biggest thing is, win, lose, or draw, we're with each other, and I told the guys in the locker room, remember this feeling when you're working out, you don't feel like getting up, whatever it is throughout the whole summer, just remember how this feels because ultimately that's what's going to drive you. And I think we have a group that does that, and it's a tough lesson to learn. But you got to go through these things.
Customers, the Athletic, building off of that, what were the conversations like afterwards between the guys from JB and the message after this game?
Just basically, what a pleasure it was this season. God, I hate saying that. What a pleasure it was this season. It's this team, man. We did a lot of really good things, and like I said, ultimately it came down to little details from all of us. Execution, not effort plays, defensively, offensively, that now we know. You know what I mean? I can't really say it any other way. It's just one of those things. It sucks. This is my sixth time sitting up here in the first and second round having the same press conference, and for me it feels a little different than these guys, but I think they're in a place where they understand, where it hurts, and I think we all feel like we let ourselves down. We did a lot of special things throughout the season for it to come to an end like this. It hurts, but I'm really, like I said, JB said it, we all said it, we're proud of each other, man. I go to war with these guys any day of the week. I'm super proud of it, and they have my back and I have theirs.
I know you said you guys felt like you could do more, but when you think about 51 wins this season, everything you guys did, do you still view it as a success for how much you guys did accomplish this year?
In about a week, I probably will. That's part of having grace. I'm never one to. I got to work on that. If we're being honest with you, I have to work on that because we all get caught up in the final thing, but there's only one team that wins a championship ultimately at the end of the year. So. As a group, we preach that, it's tough to do what we did, but ultimately we lost to a team that, they played well. They did their job, and we didn't.
Ashley Bastock, Cleveland.com, Donovan, knowing how hard you are on yourself, I guess, like you said, you've been through this multiple times in your career. What's your process typically like for as the offseason begins and kind of reviewing a series when it didn't go your way?
I'm going to try to take a few weeks off. I don't know. This one's tough for me, man. We had such a big year. It's my first time in a new season, new team, new situation. Not knowing I was going to be all summer to be here. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. But like I said, I didn't show up for my guys. That's what's going to hurt. So take the time, get upset, get angry, but, life goes on. You have to learn. That's ultimately what it is. You have to learn, and it's going to come. You know what I mean? That's as a group, we'll be there. And for me, just trying to let it go. But it'll be tough. That's why I'm competitive as I am, and find ways to be better. That's all you can do.
I'm wondering, just the way you're talking, if this feels differently than some of the other early exits you've had in the playoffs?
I think because it happened twice in a row. I think, I think the easy answer, everybody could say, oh, it's because it's the Knicks and because of what happened, but I've let that go. I've let that go a while ago. I think everybody else has made that a bigger deal. I think for me, just like I said, I feel like I wasn't the player I needed to be for the past 2 years in the certain situations, and that's what hurts me. You know what I mean? Teammates trust me, coaches trust me, everybody trusts me, and I wasn't there. And I have to own up to that. Like I said, I have to wear that all summer, and I'll just be better. Take the scrutiny where I deserve it and get better.
Jason Lowe, The Athletic. You've been around a while. You've been through these playoffs. You know what works and what doesn't. What does this team need now? What is it from?
I'm not there yet. To be honest with you, I'm not in a position to even think what we need. It's more, it's just we just didn't get the job done. I'm happy with what we have in this locker room. We felt like we were capable of being able to, contend, and we didn't get the job done. As far as what do we need and all that, that's not my job to figure that out, but I love these guys, man. I love working with them, love continuing to get better, and we'll be better.
When you say the whole Knicks thing out about that go, what do you mean by that?
I feel like everybody else has made it this whole storyline. I knew it was going to be a thing, but I'm on Instagram, I see it. It's everywhere. You guys talk about it. We all talk about it. But honestly, it happened. I didn't go there. I'm here. They beat us. It's over with. You know what I mean? And, I'm happy with what we have, and we didn't. I didn't do my job. That's where I'm hurt. You know what I mean? And I deserve the criticism that comes with that, and there are things that I've done well all year. But, yeah, I'll look at that in a few weeks and be like, man, we did a lot of good things. But right now, I didn't do my job. And, that's what I'm pissed off about. I wasn't there for my guys. And, a lot of hardworking guys, a hardworking city, and, that's what hurts. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean when I say all that other stuff is, for me personally, is whatever.
Bailey Burness from 18 News. A lot was made about the physicality of the series. Obviously, a young team, and you need that playoff experience. But to put it simply, at the end of the day, you're the physical or you're not. How do you guys continue to build on that in hopes to get to this spot next year and not maybe be shocked by the physicality that the Knicks brought?
Yeah, it's a different level than the regular season. I think, you got to experience it. As a whole, I think, they just did a better job, on the boards, obviously, and there's certain things that they did a better job of, but obviously the one that stands out is the rebounds. Was it 30 to 48 today? And that's how we've, and it's not just on our bigs. It's on our guards to get in there and get hits. Josh Hart had 12 today. He's a guard. It's not a big. You know what I mean? So you got to give credit where credit is due, and you got to go. You got to see. You got to feel it. You got to see it. You know what I mean? And that's what happened. We'll be better from this, but you have to. Sometimes you have to go through these things to improve.
Hey, Ulrich, Mitchel, and Donovan. I know obviously you're being hard on yourself. You have high expectations for yourself. But what were the biggest challenges or obstacles that you faced in this series, and what do you wish you would have done differently to overcome them?
Make shots. I'm not being an asshole or anything, but I think that's one thing. I feel like a lot of the looks, they threw a lot of stuff at me, doubles. I'm driving to paint. There's 4 guys. I wish I took care of the ball more. and you got to give them credit. They have somebody over there that taught me everything I know. You know what I mean? So understanding that was going to happen, different things. And like I said, ultimately I took some tough ones throughout this series, but I missed some shots I make. Missed few open threes today, like you've seen me make them all year. So they threw different things. They were physical. There was doubles. There was bluffs or whatever you call it. So, we got to give them credit. I can't sit here and say it's all like that. We got to give them credit where credit is due. But ultimately, I feel like I missed some shots I make, and I've been making all year, and that's why I put it on myself.
Clear. So they have a coach on their staff.
Yeah. I mean,
You felt like that gave them an advantage. In the
if it. Your mom knows what you like to eat every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to respect it, but at the same time, like, I miss shots I made, regardless of how they tried to take me out of my game and different things, and I give them credit. But at the same token, I want to be clear, I missed open shots. Like, I missed shots I make. We've seen it. I've made it all year, and I just didn't do it. I didn't get the job done. So there's different things, and I'm not trying to look for no excuses. Like, it's on me, man. Like, I miss shots I make. I miss passes that I normally make for these guys, and I just didn't do that, blatantly, flat out, no matter who's on the other side, no matter what it is. And, but they did a good job, but I could have done a better job.
Okay, it's going to wrap it down, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.